Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to get some existing topo information from Google Earth. So right now I have AutoCAD Civil 3D 2012 open, but we're currently using 2013. 2013 doesn't have the extracting feature from Google. Only 2012 does, so I have to go back, so that's why I'm using that right now. But basically what you do is you go to Google Earth, and then from Google Earth you go to your project specific location, and in this case we have an inactive project that I'm using as an example because I have a lot of the data we received from the design firm. So basically what happens is when you click on your pinned area, you want to maybe fix the north arrow just a bit so that it's facing north. And then as a personal preference of mine, I always turn off the pin because I don't want it to show up on the image when I download the image too. So once you have the location, you go back to AutoCAD Civil 3D, and here we're going to use one of our Samsung templates that I'm using on my C drive temporarily because I'm having problems with the FTP remote share drive. So here I'm just going to pick a simple Samsung plan and profile template, and then once I have opened the template, you can go down over here and you can see the existing surfaces we have here. We have 1 to 5 feet, 2 to 10 feet, 5 to 25 feet. These are the existing contours that are ready for the Google import. So here if you look, you can just simply import the Google image or the Google surface, or here you can get both of them, and you can also download a mesh which is similar to the topo surface. That's for like using the infrastructure modeler or Revit and what have you, but here I always like to start off with just the surface. So if you click on that, it's going to ask you down here, specify insertion point or image. You can click image, but I'm not putting that in right now, so I'm just going to go with 0, 0, and then specify rotation. We're not changing any of that because I fixed the north arrow pointing north, and then you just hit enter. And then here, this is important, so we're not going to use this as a volume surface just yet, but we are going to start off with the tin surface. And then you can, this is not a proposed, so what we want is an existing surface from the template. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to scroll down, and then I believe we can go with 5 to 25 feet here, or we can go with 2 to 10 feet just for right now. And then the layer's fine, and then you just say okay. Now what happens is you got these existing contours in here now, and it's an actual surface. So if I get this and I rotate the view, you can see that it actually is a sloped surface with contours. Go back to home, put this back to the top. So now if you look at this, it's all on the existing layers. So if you actually go, I believe we went with 2 to 5 here, and you go in here, and we're using actual existing surfaces here, right? So everything's on its correct layers. You have existing major contour, right, topo, and you have minor, which is the light gray. So the light gray here will be your minor, and then the darker gray, which is over here, will be your major. So this basically is ready for us to put our proposed on top of it, but just so that way you can always have you know, the image to see exactly where you're at. I'll just put that so that way you can see the relationship between the existing surface and then the project area. I believe our project area is somewhere in this location here, but now you have the two ready for any type of cut and fill. So you know, if the engineers or the project managers ask you for, you know, some quick labels, You can put some single down in here, and you just basically, you're going to touch this line and put down some elevations here. You know, see, so here you can see how it starts to progress. And depending on your location, I believe we're like right in here somewhere though, so I'm just going to add those in here. Alright, and it's fairly simple because the way I have the template set up so that everything comes in on its proper layers now, and I'm going to keep developing more and more as we get these type of projects. And that's it for gathering the existing. And if you want to turn off that image, you can turn it off because it's just like a referenced image here. So if you hit that, and here's this, and you can temporarily unload it. And zoom back in here, and you can see, you know, we got these. So now it's ready for the proposed surface. And in the next video, I'll show you how to bring in the proposed surface that we get from either the design firm, or if we have to generate ourselves using AgTech or AutoCAD or MicroStation. And then we can get a cut and fill volume from this. So